It doesn't matter what machine you have to thread it correctly. And that includes putting the bobbin in the correct direction. Now you do have a 50-50 shot here, but let me show you on the Singer Simple 3337, a quick little trick of how to always know your bobbin is in correctly. So first off, my bobbin I have wound, but I'm going to take it out. Take my little cover. By the way, the cover has a little picture of which way the bobbin needs to actually spin. So I'm going to lift it up and out. Now, when we were back here, let me back up just a little bit, and we wound a bobbin. First step, make sure you get in and underneath this pre-tensioner when you're ready to put thread on the bobbin that you do over here. So after it fills, when it's been properly guided under this little tensioner, your bobbin should be nice and dense. So if it's real like squishy, fluffy, those are bobbins that did not have the thread underneath here, and you might want to rewind those onto another bobbin. But let's say you are done, you cut the thread between the bobbin and the spool, the direction that it wound, if you take the bobbin straight up and straight down into the bobbin case, you have put it in correctly. Now, if you've just picked up a bobbin from a bobbin box, you do need to look at which way this picture is showing. The bobbin actually comes off the left side. So as that bobbin thread is coming here, that's how it drops in. Next is my next tip for putting bobbins in correctly. Just like the machine has tension for the upper thread, the bobbin case also has tension. So if you ever just see your thread just kind of going from the bobbin up to and through the throat plate and out, and you see that if you pulled it, it's very, very loose, it is not in the tension. So after dropping it in correctly, seeing that the bobbin spins counterclockwise, bring the thread down and underneath this little gray finger. This is the path. It even has a little arrow on it. Your path here is going to guide the thread where it needs to go. Next, put your finger on the bobbin and give it a little tug. That should put it into the tension that you don't really see, but there's a little groove, and now the thread's a little bit tighter as you pull on it. So follow the little groove up and over the side, down, and there's a little cutter right here. See that little arrow? Just pull. That cuts the thread, and this length of tail that is in there is the perfect length. So when you go to start sewing, take some piece of fabric, double it up, put it underneath the presser foot, lower it down, and start to sew. You will find that that thread will get brought up into the stitch sequence without you having to bring the thread up like you might have had to do on other machines. So before I take the fabric out to show you, I'm turning the hand wheel towards me, bringing that needle all the way to the top, as well as the take-up lever to the highest position, and then lift up your presser foot. There's a little cutter right up here off to the side, and we can see that our stitch looks the same on the front as it does on the back. Now this is the little tail that it had pulled up when we started to sew. Just cut that down, and it is perfect. So that's what it should sound like and look like when you thread the bobbin correctly.